It's orientation day for the newly hired intern at Beacon Trusteeship. Watch as he learns about the various services that Beacon provides.
Yes, come in.
Hello, sir. My name is Ayush. I am looking for Kaustubh, sir, from the Debenture Trustee Department.
Yeah, hi, I am Kaustubh.
Oh, okay, great. Hi, Kaustubh, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good, sir. Sir, I'm new to Beacon. I'm new to this office and I'm just learning the ropes. And I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about the Debenture Trustee Department and what your primary role is.
Sure. So, we are a SEBI-registered Debenture Trustee and we are licensed by SEBI to act as a Debenture Trustee. So, these are typically the NCDs where we act as a trustee, and our primary role is to act in the interest of the investors. So, the primary objective of being a debenture trustee would be to protect the interest of the investors. So, as a debenture trustee, we get involved from day one with the issuer and all the stakeholders, like a legal counsel or compliance teams of various issuers, or even our internal teams. So we start off with execution of documents to the allotment, listing, post listing compliances, and periodic compliances till the redemption. And in the whole journey, we act to protect the interests of the investors, handling their grievances, ensuring compliances as per the law, which are set out by SEBI and other regulatory authorities. So this is the whole life cycle which I've just highlighted of the NCD, and this is where we play our role as a trust.
Thank you so much for telling me about the entire life cycle, sir. There's definitely a lot in play here. From the time you actually pick up the client's call to signing the papers to finally finishing the product at the end of the life cycle, there's definitely a lot going on.
Right.
So at this time, then, could you illustrate some examples for me of the type of clients you work with as a debenture trustee?
So our client base is quite diverse, and it ranges from say banks to NBFCs to various corporates. So any company which is looking to raise funds through NCDs, there will be a service offering from the Beacon side as a debenture trust.
Understood. And so could you also then tell me, just because, from a top-down perspective, what are the sort of trends like in the debenture trustee industry going forward?
So in last, if you see the historic numbers of last 5 years, the debenture market, the issuances of NCDs has substantially increased, and we believe the trend will continue going forward as well because of various reasons. The inherent, the inherent growth of the economy itself, along with the various business facilitation which is happening at a country level as well. So, apart from various other regulatory factors which are in play, we believe that the NCD market is definitely on the upward trend, and it has a clear uptrend in the near future as well.
Well, thank you for your time, sir. And I was now wondering if you could lead me to Mahesh, sir, from the AIF department.
Yamash sits right across the door.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
All the best.
Yes.
All the best. Thank
I'll
you.
see you around.
Yes.
Hi, sir. I'm looking for Mahesh, sir, from the AIF department.
Yes, I'm Manish.
Oh, hi. Hello, Mahesh, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you so much. How about you?
I'm good, sir. Thank you so much for asking. So, Mahesh, sir, I just want to get a sense of what AIFs are because I have no idea about the financial world and I'm just starting to enter. So, if you could tell me, I would be really grateful.
Okay, so when we talk about AF, we can just compare that with mutual fund. So, unlike mutual fund, AFs are especially targeted on startups and unlisted securities, unlisted market. So, in totality, you can expand your portfolio.
Okay, so AIFs then, if I can sound smart here for a second, it's almost like a non-traditional way of investing. Is that right?
Yes, that's
Oh,
that.
that's great. Okay. So now, so since we're at Beacon, I'm just curious to know, how does Beacon provide an edge or perhaps some form of specialized service to its clients when it comes to AIFs?
Yeah, we give one-stop solutions to our client, which covers explaining the concept, creating the structure for our client, making them understand what not to do so that they can avoid all mistakes. guiding them throughout the registration process and bringing them to a level where they can actually get the registration and perform their operations for AI.
Sir, honestly, that seems like quite a lot. And
Yes.
because I mean, AIF, since this is so not traditional, almost new, I'm glad that someone like Beacon provides a one-stop solution all under one roof,
Yes.
And I feel like that same trend has continued across all of Beacon services. So thank you for your time, sir. That was
That's
a
it.
really great explanation. And so I had one last question.
Okay.
Could you help guide me to where I could find more information on escrow accounts?
Yeah, for this, you can get in touch with Vinod, sir.
Vinod, sir. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Mahesh,
you.
sir.
Thank you
and
so much.
I'll see you around.
Thank you.
Yeah, come in.
Hi, sir. Hi, my name is Ayush. I am looking for Vinod, sir, from the escrow department.
Hi, Dr. Billy. Tell me.
Hi, Vinod, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good. Tell me.
So, Vinod, sir, I have been all around the office. I've been to the debenture trustees. I have been to AIF. And now I've been curious. Like, I've heard escrow all over, but I have no idea what escrow is. Can you tell me a bit more about escrow?
Okay, so escrow is like a contractual agreement between three parties, wherein two transacting parties will appoint a third party to act as a trustee for the asset that they're dealing with. That asset could be money, that asset could be a movable object, it could be anything, it could be shares as well. So these assets are kept in interest of the beneficiaries as well as the transacting parties, and these assets are released as per the instruction passed on by these parties which are involved in this agreement. So this is also an escrow mechanism works.
Understood.
Yeah.
And Vinod sir, would you now then expand upon the different kinds of services that fall under escrow?
So, see, escrow is not something which can just cater to one kind of a business. It could be it could be a B2B transaction, it could be a B2C transaction, it could be there a C2C as well, P2P as well, wherein two persons are also transacting and they could appoint a trustee for their assets which are they are dealing with. So typically, most of the time, what happens is when a bank opens an escrow account. What is an escrow account? It's a account which is opened with a specific requirement, as well as it has a pre-decided conditions. So the bank doesn't have this bandwidth to maintain if those conditions are met as per the agreement or not. So they ask the client to appoint a trustee who could act as a monitoring agent for that account, so that the monitoring agents work is actually to ensure that these transactions are going as per the agreement which is there. So this is where we come into the picture. So it cannot restrict to one kind of a transaction. It could cater to a lot of different transactions, be it a debenture trusteeship, be it a security trustee, be it securitization. We can come into any kind of a transaction that we have.
Also, Beacon is not only the monitoring agency, but escrow at Beacon essentially deals with everything that's inside Beacon already.
Exactly, right.
Oh wow, escrow sounds extremely interesting.
Definitely it is.
And it's definitely something I want to find out about more. I'm suddenly realizing just all the directions that escrow really is in, and that escrow affects and is part of every department within Beacon. But Vinod sir, you also mentioned security trusteeship, and I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about that.
Okay, so for security trustee, there is an expert called as Veena Nautiyal who heads the security trusteeship department. So you can find her in that cabin. You can reach out to her.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Vinod sir. And your time has been very valuable. And I'm definitely interested in learning more about escrow.
So do reach out to me anytime.
I absolutely. Thank you, Vinod sir. Bye bye.
Take care.
Come in.
Hi, ma'am. Hi. Are you Veena, ma'am, from
Yes.
Security Trusteeship?
Yes.
Okay, great, ma'am. My name is Ayush, and I was sent here by Vinod sir in order to learn more about your department.
Hi. Please come. Have a seat.
Thank you, ma'am.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How's your day coming along so far?
Good, good.
Very
Then,
nice.
what would you like to know about security trustee?
Ma'am, it's the first I'm hearing about it, and honestly, anything from A to Z would work.
Okay. So, what all have you learned till now, or what all products have you heard till now?
So far, I've learned about 3 other products under Beacon's umbrella. Them being Debenture Trusteeship, the second one being AIF, and the third one being Escrow.
Okay. So, Security Trustee is again one of our main products in Beacon. Now, Security Trustee can be clubbed into Debenture Trustee product also. Escrow could be a part of Security Trustee product. Since you are an intern and you want to know what is a Security Trustee, I'll try to explain you in a layman's term. Security Trustee is nothing but an agency which acts as a fiduciary agent for both a borrower and a lender. So any lender or any entity, be it a corporate or an individual or a finance institute, whoever is taking a loan and they have a security to be offered, they can offer it to a third party, which is a security trustee. Since we already have a license for debenture trustee, it becomes all the more trustworthy to appoint us as a security trustee. What is my role as a security trustee is basically to take care of both the interest of a borrower and a lender. Now, when I say the interest of a borrower, then what all is my duty? My duty is see to it that whatever is mentioned in the agreement is being carried out. He's following everything. All the rules and regulations are being followed. You are taking care of the security that has to be created, whether the payment is being done on time or not, whether any NOCs from the existing lender is required or not, and any other help or any other guidance that a borrower needs with respect to the transaction, I'm supposed to help them that. Now, what benefit does it have for a lender? Now, for a lender, it becomes easier for me to interact. He doesn't have to go to and fro to the borrower. He doesn't have to take care whether the compliances are being met or not, whether all the terms, covenants which are there are being maintained or not, whether they are being followed or not, whether any compliance related to the transaction or with respect to the entity is being followed or not. Basically, my work is to see to it that it is running smoothly, it is happening as per the guidelines, it is happening as per the terms that are set in the term sheet. So, net, I have to see to it that a borrower and the lender both are benefiting when they are giving me this transaction, and I am supposed to guide both of them. This is a basic, if I tell you in a layman's term, is what a security trust is.
Veena ma'am, can I just say something?
Sure.
You are both a fantastic teacher because I've learned more about security trusteeship than I ever could have. But at the same time, you explained to me how a security trustee is a class monitor between two people, two students who might be having not a disagreement, but maybe wanted to exchange notes, for example.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Thank you so much for this info, Veena ma'am. I just have one tiny question.
Yes.
Tiny question. So I've heard a bit about security trustees and I've heard a lot about securitization itself. And I'm very confused between the both of them.
So if you are too confused, I think you should head back to the first teacher who sent you here, that is Mr. Kaustav Kulkarni. I think he'll help you out. He's been very supportive in creating and shaping this product in Beacon. And I think he's the right person to teach you what a securitization is.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much,
Anything
Veena
else?
ma'am.
Please
No,
come
that'll
back
be
to
all.
me.
I absolutely will.
Thank you so much.
Hope you have a lovely day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, you're back.
Oh, yes, I am back, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
I feel like I am back in the place where I really began from, and I now have questions for you regarding securitization.
Please shoot.
So, sir, could you tell me what is securitization?
So securitization is a structured finance product wherein it is primarily used to unlock capital. Yeah. So any NBFC or any financial institution who already has some kind of receivables, they sell these receivables in form of various products to the investors, and they assign the cash flows right from arising out of these receivables to the new investors. So this is securitization in a nutshell.
All right. And so, when it comes to Beacon, what are the sort of services and products offered within securitization?
Sure. So at Beacon, we offer all the three products which are available in the market in terms of securitization. The first is the direct assignment transactions, where we act as an assignee's representative. and we act again on behalf of the investor, which is the assignee in this case. And these are typical transactions depending on the underlying loans, etc. And our role is to monitor the cash flows and process the various payouts on a periodic basis. Then we have pass-through certificates, or generally called as PTCs, which is typically an investment product for the treasuries of various corporates, banks, etc. Again, the concept remains the same. The structure is slightly different, where the receivables are assigned to a trust, and the trust then issues these securities called pass-through certificates. And the third product, which is similar to PTC, is called securitized debt instruments, which is exactly similar. Only thing is the underlying is a non-financial in nature.
Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. And so when it comes to securitization, how do you think Beacon has differentiated itself from everyone else on the market?
So for securitization and even for other products at Beacon, our focus is technology. So we have, since last 3-4 years, we have been continuously working on various technological solutions. And as the case is, for securitization, we have 3 to 4 products, and these are all technology-oriented products to service our client base. And in addition to that, of course, our team is our core strength, and we give an end-to-end service, not on a piecemeal basis.
I've certainly gotten the sense that all of Beacon's products fall within an ecosystem where a client's financial needs are fulfilled all the way from A to Z.
Yes.
And speaking of A to Z, I think that really is the end of my tour, and it definitely has been an educational tour. So, sir, I'd like to thank you for being the first person on the tour and also the last person. And I think it's time I take my leave.
My pleasure, and I hope to see you soon.
Absolutely, sir. See you soon.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Beacon is your trusted partner, ensuring the security and efficiency of all your financial transactions.